Hello everyone! And today we're getting back to one of the most creative and funny Skibidi multiverses that I know, which is Skibidi Saga by Maxity. And the new episode will consist of 2 parts just like the previous one, which means that the plot thickens and we're about to see even more crazy action and surprise twists. So I am here to tell you all the secrets and Easter eggs about the first part of the 12th episode of Skibidi Saga. And trust me, it is going to be awesome. Are we about to see some serious discord within the Alliance, mainly between cameramen and speakermen? Who is this new awesome cassette woman, and what is she truly capable of? And most importantly, will the Alliance accept G-Man as their new ally, or it will make everything even more complicated, especially now when Astro Arc has begun? So if you want to know the answers to all these questions, then get your tea and snacks ready and prepare to watch this video to the end because I saved the best part for later. And let's go. But before we'll dive into the first part of episode 12, let me remind you to subscribe to my channel because I'm working really hard to entertain you guys and I always appreciate your support. So be sure to hit the like button and subscribe not to miss my new cool analyses of different Skibidi multiverses. Okay, so if you're subscribed now, let's continue. And the episode starts with the huge skirmish between the army of cameramen and toilets, where we can see the upgraded weapons that cameramen got after some time passed in the Skibidi Saga. And I believe that Maxity also keeps following Boom's original universe rules where the Alliance got tremendous improvements for its agents after the whole Astro Arc began. But according to Skibidi Saga timeline though, their own Astro Toilets arc just barely started a few episodes ago, because Maxity's multiverse develops pretty much differently in comparison to the original Skibidi Toilet series. So if in Boom's universe the Alliance got the upgraded weapons and armor based on the technologies that they stole from the defeated Astro Toilets, then I wonder what made cameramen of Skibidi Saga to get their own upgrades. Maybe the connection to CASSETTEman played its role too? Okay, but let's get back to the episode as I digressed here a bit. Then we can see a scene how one of the heavily equipped toilets plays a role of Team Fortress 2 guy for a second and gets a corny critical hit right into his face. And I also found his way of dodging cameraman's endless rain of bullets really funny. I mean, look at this guy. He's just slowly floating from side to side as if it's supposed to do anything. But of course, his genius maneuvering doesn't help him much. So a second later, he gets put down by a huge cannon shot, which probably came from the upgraded camera strider, as this thing is present in Maxity's episode as well, just as it Boom's 76 and 77 episodes. But still, toilets are barely noticing any major losses, while the cameraman's side are losing their agents more clearly. And it's proven by the scene where we're getting shown one cameraman who is getting closer to his fallen comrade while the complete chaos is taking place in the background. He asks the agent if he is okay and touches his body to check if he's even alive or not. And to that, the poor agent 559 shouts, "I can't see," as his head camera is indeed completely shattered, and one of his hands is also missing. This scene really looked like from some serious movie about the horrors of war, and Maxity proves once again to me how he is capable of pulling some really serious dramatic moments even though his multiverse started more like a comedic one. The survived cameraman then yells how the unit is in critical condition and requires a scrap kit to help this hopeless situation. And I wonder if the said scrap kit is a reference to this item from the Fallout game universe, by the way. But while he was yelling for help, the defeated earlier toilet showed up again, so it turned out that he wasn't put down for good, and now he wants vengeance. So the poor cameraman on his way had no chances to survive. Then we're getting to the facility where the cameraman's captain was observing everything that was going on. It turns out that the captain requested the cameraman's losing forces to retreat over 20 times. But it didn't happen, so they are still fighting in those terrible conditions. The captain asks this cameraman to take control over the panel for now because he has someone to interrogate. But it seems to me that in fact he just wanted to be with his thoughts for at least one moment. So after the captain walked into the corridor, he looked at the wall where the cameraman's banner was hanging and asked to the silence, "Titan cameraman, are we really going to tear ourselves apart over you?" And well, it seems to me that this desire to avenge our favorite Titan will soon turn sour, because the cameramen are losing a huge number of their agents right now, which isn't good at all. And then we're getting back to the battlefield. But before that, I wondered if Cameraman Commander really wanted to interrogate someone, or it was just an excuse. And if he's really meant to do what he planned, then who will he choose? We don't really know it for now, so let's move on to the next part of the episode. So we see that not only Camera Strider, but even the regular cameramen have this really powerful cannon to target flying toilets, and they successfully get rid of smaller toilets such as Skibidi Kamikaze, And then we see Camera Strider itself in action, and considering how someone yells, "Oh, no you don't!" from it, I also suppose that Cameraman Scientist is operating this whole thing. And then we see something incredible. In the moment when Camera Strider and the upgraded Purple Toilet's missiles collided in the air, the UFO toilet named Delonos appeared right in the place of this explosion. What an entrance, bro! And just as in Boom's episode 74, the appearance of the UFO toilet is a sign of upcoming trouble. One of the cameramen looks up to him and exclaims, "Whoa, what was that?" To which the UFO toilet eerily answers, "Your real enemy is here." And of course he was referring to the Astro action as a whole and not just himself. And right after those words, the blue Astro Juggernaut, aka Zabertron, enters the scene, and oh man, now the real heat is about to start. Now he shows all the unique abilities that he got, which are the powerful electricity strikes that can simply demolish the Alliance's agents like nothing. And of course, just as in Boom's universe, Astro Toilets target not only the agents, but the Skibidi Toilets as well, because they also hate G-Man and see him and his army as their enemies. And after Zabertron's epic showcase, a huge number of other Astro Toilets also shows up just like in episode 74. And man, this is surely depressing to see. Both the Alliance's agents and Skibidi are terrified, but that also means another thing. Their union with each other is imminent, because otherwise they won't survive the war with Astro Toilets. And that also means that G-Man will be taken as an ally as well, so the Alliance will have their chances to survive and finally learn the secrets of the virus and also Astro Toilet's faction. And then we see a random but a really cool scene where both a cameraman and a Skibidi Toilet try to escape the Astro's attack in the water from the ship. But both of them and also the ship got destroyed. Could it be a reference to War of the Worlds scene where the man characters were escaping the aliens by swimming to the shore? Then we're getting to two other cameramen who were watching those awful events from some distance, and they seem to be in total shock, and well, I can relate to them. And then something weird happens. One of the cameramen says, "Where are the speakermen when you need them?" To which the second cameraman replies, "As if speakermen ever do crap." And it really caught both me and this fellow cameraman off guard. Did I just witness a sign of an upcoming split between cameramen and speakermen? Because if it's true, then the consequences of such discord can be pretty horrifying. But I guess we will see exactly how it goes in the future episodes of Skibidi Saga. But now the rude cameraman already paid for his mean words with his life, because another Astro Toilet showed up and obliterated the guy within literal seconds. And it may seem like the second cameraman is also doomed to go, as there is no hope for him left. But then something incredible happens. The Astro Toilet gets distracted in the very last moment by no other than Ada Wong herself. Or to be more accurate, by Cassette Woman, who is dressed in the iconic white Ada Wong coat from the second Resident Evil 2 game. And it seems to me that her persona is similar to Ada's character as well, based on her quirkiness and dexterity in the fight. She fights smarter, but not harder. So she was definitely inspired by Ada's personality. Cassette Woman uses a lot of tricky technical devices that can get her enemies off guard, and I was really happy to see such an extraordinary take from Maxity, as I couldn't remember any character that would fight like that in any other multiverses. And after that, Cassette Woman surprised me even more by saying hello in Russian at first. And I think that was an Easter egg from Maxity himself, because as far as I know, he can speak Russian as well. And then this girl reveals the most important ability of hers, because she turned out to be a healer, which is incredible on the battlefield. So she basically heals all of this cameraman's wounds with just one touch of her special device. And I'm not gonna lie, because this looks really OP to me. Although her device can have some side effects, but they weren't revealed to us in this episode in any case. So let's wait how it goes in the future. Okay, but this wholesome scene still gets pretty grim by the end of this part of the episode, where we are getting reminded once again that the war is far from being over, and in fact it just has begun, and the Alliance is losing at it right now. Cassette Woman's innocent question reminds us once again that Titan Cameraman is gone for real and won't ever come back. And there is also a really terrible scene in the distance where a literal hell was probably going on. And the episode ends on the image of Cassette Woman observing these hopeless actions in front of her. But let's not forget that in the meantime, the Titans have united with G-Man, and the union between the Alliance and Skibidi Toilets is also coming, which means that the next part is going to be much brighter and have more hope. And that was all for today. I was so incredibly thrilled by this episode, and I hope that you were too. And don't forget to write in the comments below, what do you think will happen in the future episodes of this series? And be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel not to miss my new cool videos. And it was me, ISO Toilet. See ya!